Hey, what's up, you guys? Today, I'm going to skip the introduction, but today, um, we're going to let's talk about World War One. You guys know. So, I got this few pages. I got about 8 or 6 of them. I got 6 pages I want to talk to you guys for today. So, as you can see, there's the backside, but this is World War Two. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this. So, I'll go ahead and read it for you. So, World War One, also known as the Great War, beginning in 1914, which is after the assassination of Archduke of Australia. His murder catapulted into a war across Europe, which is basically spreading around the message that somebody assassinated Archduke in 1914, which is about over 100 years. That lasted until 1918, which is 103 years. Germany had formally surrendered on November 11, 1919. So they surrendered, they gave up, essentially. So, yeah, they basically give up because if Germany gave up, then why? But, yeah, and we're going to talk about Germany later. I'm going to finish reading. Germany and the Allied nations, including Britain, France, Italy, and Russia, signed a treaty of Versailles, formally ending the war. The war had started by the leaders of Germany, Australia, Hungary. Germany gave Australia unconditional support in its actions, again, fully aware of the likely consequences, which means that Germany is taken seriously if something bad happened in war. But Germany sought to break up with France's Russian alliance and was fully prepared to take the risk on its own that this would bring about a major war to themselves, which is basically they're going to cause more war, more problems, and more enemies. Essentially, especially in real life, if you guys don't know. But if you don't know, Germany surrendered back in 1919 at November 11th, which is way before Thanksgiving. So they surrendered. And there was talk about breaking up France because Germany wants to do the major war all alone, which is World War II. And that brings me up with World War II. So World War II is also called secondary led sorry second World War conflict, which is way bigger than World War One. This is 2 times bigger. That involved virtually every part of the world during the years of 1939 through 45. The principal belligerents were the Axis powers Germany, Italy, and Japan, and the allies of France, Great Britain, the United States, the Soviet Union, and in lesser extent China. 5 different countries. The first German was killed in a war by a Japanese soldier. So this German soldier got shot in the head or gut by one of Japan's soldier. An American servant, which is our American soldier, was killed by Russians. So he died as well. More U.S. servicemen died in the Air Corps that are mainly Corps. The winner in WW1 is the Allies, which is France, Great Britain, the United States, etc., etc. After 4 years of combat and the deaths of around 8.5 million soldiers, as a result of battle wounds or disease. They basically battle for their lives and their family, especially in real life, because if they don't win, they will literally die as soon as they finish the war to settle the final score. And the winner for World War II is the Soviet Union. So Soviet Union, you may know that it's basically, you know, it's basically like a Japan stuff, yeah, but it's something very, very, very difficult. But anyway, so we're done for that. Let's go to the Nazi Germany. Now, you guys may know about the stories about it. I know them for a long time. I've been studying them, and this is about a couple days ago, or maybe last week, when I finished these, because I've been waiting for this for my whole life, and I was like, I want to do this for one day, and one day only to make a YouTube video. So I want to do this for you guys, because I've been writing down everything almost 4 years, but it was written down about old enough, so yeah, but anyway, let's continue. The Nazi Germany was officially known as the German Reich, sorry if I pronounced that name wrong, formed from 1933 until 1943, and the Greater German Reich from 1943 to 1945 was the German state between 1933 and 1945 when Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party controlled the country, which they transformed into a dictatorship, which is basically Hitler's the dictatorship leader. I'm gonna skip about that. So basically, Adolf's the Hitler military is the dictatorship once again. The British heavy tanks were a series of related armored fighting vehicles developed by the United Kingdom, which is basically over the UK. So I'm proud. I mean, I'm really happy about this because I get to talk about a lot of wars during this video. But anyway, let's continue. So you may notice that this picture right here, this is the Soviet Union, and on the back side, this is the Nazis. Between those, I mean, it don't look like Nazis, but hey, what can I say? It looks beautiful, but the reason why I put red circles around both of them pictures because I think they look familiar, they look excellent, and they're also related to something that something is related to. But anyway, let's go for American Revolutionary War. So yeah, and I know you guys may know it before. This is the page we're gonna read next. Because I love to tell you guys about this. It was started back on April 19th. I don't know what year it went. Local military men clashed it with British soldiers in the battles of Lexington and Concord in Massachusetts, marking the shot heard around the world that signified the start of the Revolutionary War. Now, basically, I'm going to explain that a little. So, it's basically they piss each other off. Sorry for YouTube policy, but they just mess each other up so much that they go for British versus Americans. American soldiers, United States versus UK, United Kingdom, US versus United Kingdom, which is UK, and yeah, and the reason why the reason why British soldiers and Americans clashed in Massachusetts, which means that Massachusetts is up in northeast, but yeah, and the reason why British soldiers are also known as the United Kingdom soldiers in real life, which basically means that they're from Great Britain, and they're also kind of British, but anyway. But Americans, while soldiers, we almost got surrendered, but we do not surrender. But anyway, moving along to the next page, we are coming back with another Nazi Germany, but this time it's actually the Nazi Party. Now, you may think of yourself, why do I ask these questions? So dumb. But no, you actually think it was true. Yes, this is the true story. This is a true story about how people died and how people assassinate their own futures every single time during the wars. Anyway, let's leave that behind. Let me read this. The Nazi Party was officially the National Socialist German Workers' Party, was a far-right political party in Germany active between 1920 and 1945 that created a supported the ideological, sorry if I can't pronounce that name wrong, of Nazism. So that word Nazism, but the Nazism is for a Nazi represents the Nazis. Nazism means that they bully at the Jews, and they kidnap you, they kill you, they burn you, they strip you naked, everything. Now, I ain't saying about naked, but I'm saying that they'll force you to take your clothes off, and then they ain't say burn, they will put you out and then burn you. That's what the happened in Germany. I hope it doesn't happen in real life, but anyway, it's precursor the German workers between existed from 1919 to 1920, which is a year ago. The founder of it is Otto Drexler. He founded on February 24th, 1920, Munich, Germany, and there's the logo again. Now, for most people who say these, that there's only one Nazi leader and only one person. We'll be right back for more of this. So I'm going to pause this video for a moment, and I'm going to take about a 30-second break. And we're back. Anyway, so as I was saying during the 30 seconds break, one thing I was about to tell you guys that the Nazi leader of this, I'm gonna make a 10-second answer. Who is the Nazi leader? Adolf Hitler, German Dex. I'm just making up the words. Iron Smush or Tony Markham. Sorry, I can't pronounce that name. And the correct answer is Adolf Hitler. Now, some of you know about Adolf Hitler. I do know about him. He was an awful, terrible man, a very angry, disrespectful person in the world, in Germany. But he was an Australian, and he also has his private life, because in his private life means that nobody will ever get to see him, and he will force you to quit looking at him. But on his dark side is his devil future. But anyway, so he was born in Australian. But anyway, let me read this. So Adolf Hitler was an Australian. He was born in Australia, but he was also a German Republican who was the dictator of Germany from 1933 to 1945. He rose to power as the leader of the Nazi Party, becoming Chancellor in 1933, and then assuming the title of Virgin. I don't know how you say it. It's this word right there, but anyway. In 1934. So let me explain that a little. So yeah, like I said, Adolf Hitler does have a private life. He kills people for his own living. He does this for himself, but he also kills 6 million Jews. I'm not gonna be kidding. If you type the Holocaust, it means that the Holocaust people, the Jews were killed around 6 million. How crazy is that? Like, this guy, Adolf Hitler, is the baddest guy, the, baddest man in the world, and the world can't take him. God don't care about him, so he put him in punishment. So yeah. But he, like I said, he was born on April 20th, 1889. That's what his mother gave his birth to him. But fortunately, he was executed to himself. He was execution to himself by committed suicide to himself on April 30th. On April 30th, 1945. He died in that place. Luckily, we don't have to see him. But his height, some people say that how high is he? How tall is he? He's 5.9, probably about be like up here, like way up here. Essentially, he's not. He's like nearly 6 foot tall. But he, and I said the world, he was the world's evilest man. We will ever forget about him. Trust me, you don't want to see him. But anyway, so that's it for today's show. If you guys, want to do this for yourself, I recommend to do it, but it's going to take a while for me to do this ever again about Adolf Hitler. But anyway, if you guys want to see more about Adolf Hitler or whatever, some reason World War One, Nazis, Germany, whatever, let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to do it, but I just ran out of time. See you guys next time, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and stay on the danger zone and stay safe.